Hey, Obi. What's up, man? What's up, Max? Email. Do this one. Just do Big Al's Card Shop at gmail.com. Vlad, Larry, Alex, what's up, guys? Hold on, let me mark a few of these off here. Why does this look so freaking big? Brandon, what's up, man? Craig, how's it going? South, says Max. Matt's going, don't betray him. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to update one thing real quick here. Give everyone, 2-3 minutes to roll in here. We'll get started in a second. Everything's full. Polls up. I'll get the dollar break going in just a second. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I volunteered to help because the time was 3:15 my time, which is, I get back before 4. Then I got delayed by an hour, and then so I didn't even eat dinner. I couldn't do anything. I had to just try to get everything ready. I didn't get all the labels on the boxes, so tonight for series 32, it'll take me an extra 10 seconds in there while I slap some labels on the ones we're opening at least, so it's not ghetto. Then I'll get the rest on tomorrow. Just some fun stuff. What's up, Thomas? Need to get my headphones in. I'm just finishing this real quick while everyone rolls in. A little behind today because of that, but all good. Could be worse. Okay, finally. Not much. Just trying to get caught up. feeling better than last week with how far behind I was. So this middle of this week I'll get caught up, and then it looks like we're going someone for the weekend again. So I don't know what we're doing this weekend, if it's going to be normal weekend or not yet. I'll let you guys know later this week. I guess we got Easter. Easter coming up. I forgot about that. We always go somewhere for Easter. I guess my family hasn't had enough trips. My kids and wife have been to like 4 places in the last 2 months. Too much. You guys are going east. Yeah, you guys usually go north or east on this one. North's close. West is close behind. Not too far, at least. Checking one last thing here, and we'll be good to go. East is the winner. You think that's what will win tonight, or do you think that's what's going to get picked, is what you're saying? Or both? Checking one last payment here. This stupid color. There we go. All right, I'll check the rest later. B-Day's Easter weekend, yeah, because it's always on a Sunday, right? I get confused with holidays. Okay, 6. That's cool, Thomas. I think I saw you say that a few times over there. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're full on everything. Live fills tonight, for those that want to know if they didn't get into pre-fills. We'll do a Big Al's live fill. I do need to change this, though. I told you I was behind, guys. The combos have changed. And it's going to take me a while to get used to it. I'll call out wrong winners. I'll put you on the wrong lines until it gets a little more, until I get a little more used to it. Live fill will be a 3-box Big Al's first live fill. Hey, Mark, what's up, man? And then we'll do a Radtke new series. I'll kind of shout out each thing as we get to it tonight. After that, we'll do a Big Al's licensed jersey, either 2 or 3 boxes, depending on what you guys want to do. I like both. And then we'll finish with the Big Al's full size. Series 32 is back. I thought that was pretty quick turnaround. I'm proud of myself. 193 helmets. So, good. Exactly. 3 times. That'd be kind of cool. I did see a jersey that Derrick Henry signed twice, but I think it's just because someone put the 2 and the 2 signed 2s on the same jersey. But that was kind of cool. Okay, let's start with our dollar break. We'll come back and read these off, but dollar break first. Yeah, the triplets, we know. We saw it too. Ooh, North's creeping up on the East. They're tied. If you haven't voted yet, vote. This is a $50 bounty. We've hit a bounty, it feels like 3 or 4 days in a row, so hopefully you guys do it again. In this one, we had a few less spots than last week and a few less than the week before that, I believe. About 100 in free spots, maybe 110 in bonus spots, I should say. We landed on exactly 650. Nice even number. So about 500 and less than 550 in claimed spots. Winner can pick anything they want. Oh, thank you. Yes, last team standing is up. We haven't had a comment on a little bit, 64 comments. So you've got 30 minutes maybe to get your guess in. Just guess the team you think will be the last team to get pulled for the first time in the series. If you miss it, it's torture because you got to wait 6 weeks for the new series. I don't want you to jump in the middle after teams have been hit. So if you haven't guessed yet, go to the Facebook page. The link's above the Facebook page. Pick a team that you think will be the last one to come out for the first time. Thanks, Bill. Okay, let me go back over here. Let's read off who's got what spots. We'll look at the items. We'll roll the dice, and we'll run the list like we always do. Dwayne, I had you with 10 here. Sorry if I'm sniffing all night. I don't know what my kids and wife gave me. I was sniffing already from golf on Friday, but then they all came home with stuffy noses. So 5 for Adam. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Steve, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Steve W. Larry V, you had 31 with 5 bonus. Larry A, you had 10 there. Philip, you had 10. Matt Sanders, you had 10 there. Frank R, you had 5. Tom R, you had 5. Shane H, you had 10. Larry A, you had another 10, which gave you your 5 bonus. Brian E, you had 4. Mark M, you had 10. Brad, Breaking Brad, you had 15. Dwayne, you had another 10, which gave you your 5 bonus. Joe, you had 20, which gave you 5 bonus. Stephen B, you had 20, which gave you 5 bonus. Joe W, you had another 20, which gave you another 5 bonus. M, you had 20, which gave you 5 bonus. My earpieces or my earpods, AirPods, whatever they're called, aren't in yet. I'll do it right after this. I do not want to listen to myself. Ron, 5 there. Nick, you had 5. Louie, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Raul, you had another 7. Greg, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. Brian, you had 4. Ron, you had another 5. Mark, you had another 10 that gave you 5 bonus. Scott, you had 60 with 15 bonus. 5 for each 20. One, you had 20 there with 5 bonus. Raul, you had another 7. Brian, another 4. Chris O, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Les, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Michael B, you had 1. Bruce, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Raul, you had another 5. Ron, you had another 5. David L, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Raul, you had another 1, which gave you 5 bonus. David, you had the bonus as well. Chad N, you had 10. Greg, you had 4. And Jonathan R, you had 6. Copied that. I wanted to check something, though. Ron, did you have a 4 set of 5 that I missed somehow? It's a bad time for me to check and not do it before, but I didn't see the bonus written down, so let me just... If you're here, you can tell me. If you only got 15 in, that's fine, too. There's... I don't want it to be my mistake, though, because that'd be 10 spots. 5, 10, 15. No, 15, I believe. Okay. Well, let's look at the items up today. Right after I put my AirPod in. There's no music ready to go, so I gotta pick it real quick. Sure. Okay. Scroll down. Where are you at? Dollar break. I did not add anything new this week. I will add new next week, but I added a ton last time. So here's the... I'll tell you player and item. This is a Brian Urlacher full size. Justin Jefferson Nike jersey. Sean Alexander full size. That's an amp. Ed Belfour full size goalie mask. Dallas Stars. Troy Polamalu full size for USC. Devontae Adams, Green Bay STS 2.0 full size. Joe Theismann full size. Sammy Sosa and Vlad Jr. 2 souvenir helmets. 2 for 1 on that one if you pick them. Nick Sirianni, Super Bowl full size. Jonathan Quick, LA Kings full size goalie mask. Deion Sanders full size with a visor. Johnny Manziel full size, VSR 4. Frank Gore full size. Christian McCaffrey custom jersey for the Niners. Libby Dunn, Louisiana State Nike, LSU. Jerry Rice Nike. Emmitt Smith custom. Josh Jacobs frame jersey, 35 by 43. Jaromir Jagr, Capitals Fanatics, throwback or vintage. Jerome Bettis Nike. Mikko Rantanen reverse retro, Adidas. JJ Watt VSR 4 full size. JJ McCarthy full size. Joe Montana Mini. Michael Strahan Nike. Jack Eichel Fanatics. Denny Tomlinson full size. Tyreek Hill full size. Ray Lewis full size. Baker Mayfield signed cleat. Lawrence Taylor VSR 4 full size. Wyatt Tittle, same thing, full size. Derek Brooks full size. Gary Payton, Mitchell and Ness Supersonics. Tua Tagovailoa full size. Steve Smith Sr. on the Ravens full size. Danica Patrick NASCAR full size helmet. Trevor Lawrence draft full size. Archie Manning Flash full size. Diggs Brothers Flash NFL Shield full size. And that's all our items. I believe there's close to 40, if not 40 in there. Oh, let's stop sharing. Let's go back over here. Let's roll our dice and get rolling with the dollar break. Good luck, everyone. We need, in this one, we usually do 7 for everything, but in this one, I like it to be 7 or higher. So there's 2 things that are randomized. So we'll roll till we get 7 or higher. And we got a big number again, 11. 11 times on the list. Let's go here. Let's paste the names. Let's make sure that we had our, what was it, 650? And there it is. Okay, so 10 more times to find our winner. I'm going to drag and drop here instead of scroll until we get to number 11. Good luck, all. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. If it loads, there it goes. There's 5. There's 6. Halfway through. There's 7. Yeah, good luck, everyone. There's 8. Chris, shoot me another message so it reminds me to message you back later. I'll take care of that. I'm good either way. I got really caught up today on everything, so I'm behind on messaging a lot of you back. There's 9. I apologize. There's 10. So one more gets us our top spot. We rolled a 5 and a 6 for 11 total rolls. There's 10. One more gets us our winner here. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. We've got Matt Sanders. Yeah, I'm running late. Matt Sanders taking the top spot. Mark, Larry, Chad, Philip, Shane, Stephen, Chris O, Raul, Joe in the top 10. Interesting top 10 with some of the spots that were taken. A lot of big claimers left out of the top 10. That happens to me. But when others do it, they seem to hit. Matt Sanders, good luck. Or congrats. I don't know if you're watching live. If I don't hear from you in the next 24 hours or so, I'll message you. But if you're here and want to let me know what you want, Grant started crawling this week. That's cool. That's fun. Congrats, Matt. Let's go scroll down and show everyone that was 11. Fellow Packer fan, maybe you're after one of the Packer items. Is there only one Packer item? Or something else from a different sport? 11 times. Okay, thanks everyone for joining again. Next week, better luck to everyone. There's only one winner in these, so claim as many as you want or as little as you want. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't know if that might be Matt's first time winning the dollar break too, so that's cool. Congrats. Let's go back to this page and let's get to our normal portion of the night. We had Katie Seagal up for sale. Vlad claimed them. We had Brock Faber up for sale. Jason claimed that. So everything else is good to go. If you guys have a random that was up on the page, I don't know who they are. I think Nick said Jacksonville's up for sale in the minis. Is that right? Or was it the full size? You got a double Jacksonville. I don't know if it's minis or full size, but you got a double Jacksonville. Okay. Full size. Okay, so ignore the minis. Full size, if anybody wants Jacksonville in the Gold Rush full size, it's $12. Let's get rolling. We'll do Funko first. We'll do our East Coast licensed NHL jersey second, the double mini box third, the Gold Rush full size fourth, the Radtke fifth, and then Big Al's series opener sixth. We'll do 4 live fills after that, and we'll call it a day. Drew McIntyre for sale trade in the Funko. What did you guys say he was from? 2 Men and a Baby? What's it? Will and Grace? Something like that. Drew McIntyre. Not to be confused with Johnny McEnroe. If anybody wants to trade for him. I'm going to read these off. We only have 1 Funko left from the case, so next week we'll start our new case. Oh, he's wrestling? Okay, I don't know who the 2 are from that show. Maybe Deborah Messing is one, and then it's not Kerry Ooles. He's that one dude. Maybe it is him. I don't know. I give up on some of these people that I don't know. McCormick. I was close. It was a Mick, right? McCormick and Messing in the show together. Okay, in the last Funko, Jonathan R., I have you with Iverson, Elias, and Daniel Radcliffe. Tim, you had Marino, Dominic Wilkins, and McIntyre. Not Rory either. Congrats, Rory. That was probably, for me, I'm a big golfer. I love golf, and that was one of the most fun final championship events, or whatever you want to call it, that I've watched in a long time. That was fun the whole way through. I was happy for him. That was a fun round. Okay, Greg, even though he's not in this series, it reminded me of it. Greg, you have Johnny Depp, Spike Lee, Bobby Hull, Larry V, Hargitay, Bradshaw, Hoffman, Chad, Sandler, Shotzi, and John Jones. Greg, Chase, Fanning, and Messing. Chad, Cena, Carell, and Guerrero. Vlad, you have Pacino, Hackman, and LaBeouf. Ron, Rodman, Matthews, and Singletary. Cody, Bird, Bianca Belair, and Nathan McKinnon. Zach, you had Jefferson, Kevin Smith, and Kerry Ools. Steve, Fox, Rain Wilson, Chili TLC. Bill S., you had Malone, Eisenberg, McCormick, Estevez, Lawrence, and Ron Howard. Leland in the middle, you had Undertaker, Tyreek Hill, and George Clooney. Brian, you had Cooper, O'Neill, Ziegler, Bell, Machio, Alexander, Jordan, Stiller, Flavor Flav, and then Vlad, you claimed our one solo tonight, and that's Katie Seagal. Larry V, you want to sell Tampa Bay? Is Tampa in the full size or the mini? Or what are we talking about? Oh, Terry Bradshaw, not Tampa Bay. We're selling Terry Bradshaw for $4. Okay. Yep, I eventually got there when I started thinking that Larry doesn't have a football team tonight. Baby steps, and I got there. Okay, let's roll. If anybody else wants to sell any items, let Steve know. He'll look at them. Let's get rolling. I don't want to get going too late tonight. Our final box from the 6-box case is 3. My favorite number from 1 through 6. Hopefully we got a fun one in here. I don't know if there's like a clear headliner in these. I think we pulled a couple that are headliner worthy, but nothing from the front page, right? Not yet. Man, Captain Hook, Dustin Hoffman, that'd be cool. I loved Hook growing up. One of my favorite shows. Robin Williams. Indy for sale. Or trading the Gold Rush full size, you'll take Indy. That's going to. Wait, what? Tim, I don't think you have Indy. Tim, you don't have Indy. I don't know what one you're looking at. Michael J. Fox would be cool too. Will you show me? Let me see what you're looking at here really quick. You had Minnesota and Baltimore. So don't pay for that, Vlad. Indy was Brad's. Minnesota, Baltimore in the full size. I don't think you're in the mini, so not there. And then you didn't get in the Radtke either, so you're good. Okay. What Steelers is on the shelf? Oh, I never changed it. I'll change it once. I'll go off your guys' vote. If this happens to be NFL, then it'll count. If not, we'll skip through until we get to NFL. Good try. Okay. There we go. Good luck, everyone. Last one from this case. We'll start a new case. I've enjoyed these. I wish I bought more than 2. That's how old I am. It's the Baltimore Colts. There you go. That's a good recovery. Just say that's what you meant. Okay, here we go. Final one. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Hey. That's a fun one to end on. Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation. That's Chevy Chase. I wasn't sure if they were all Clark Griswold or if there was a different one of his character, if Fletch was on here. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Nice big red signature for Christmas colors. Should be Beckett. It is. That's cool, man. Chevy Chase. And that was claimed, too. Chevy Chase. Greg, I think you've had him probably the majority of this case too, so that's cool. I love stuff like this. That's a fun one. The best Christmas movie ever. It really is extremely good. The Blessing. Nice hit, Greg. Chevy Chase. I love it. Okay. Sorry to everyone else. Congrats, Greg. Looks better in person. Do you have that one, Chris? Some of you guys, I don't do a ton of Gold Rush, like cases of these all at once. Some other rooms do. I like to do a little bit, but not a ton. Home Alone. There's a lot of really good ones for Christmas, that's for sure. We're too far away to talk about that, though. That's for sure. But Chevy Chase, that's a nice one. Okay, let's do hockey. since we've got everything after that'll be football. Okay, this is not a new series. I mean, it's semi-new to us. We opened, I don't know, 2, right? Maybe, yeah. Daryl opened 2 as well, so I removed Philip Forsberg, and he also hit Connor McMichael. So those 2 are gone from our list as well. That's why we backed it down to 17 spots instead of 18 spots. No, 16 spots instead of 17 spots. Started at 18, we're down to 16. At some point, we're going to lengthen it again and have it be a pick one random one. The price will probably go up soon a little bit by $1 or $2. We just keep kind of evolving as the series goes, and I see stuff get opened. So we did pull Philip Forsberg and McMichael out. These are our last boxes, we've only opened 11 remaining boxes. And the players in this one, we've got Nick with Messier, Dickinson, and Kuzmenko. Craig, you had Trocheck, Kachuk, and Bunting. That's a tongue twister. Jonathan R., you had Waugh, Eklund, and Jarvis. Chris O., Draisaitl, York, Rust, Merzlikins, Myers, and Heiskanen. Daryl, you had Gould, Foligno, and Connor. Craig, you had Teravainen, Moog, and Chabot, I don't know. Waffle board. Christian, you have Hagel, Stutzel, and Tippett. Derek, you have Nyes, Morrison, Shutt. I'm skipping down Larkin, Reeves, and Curry. Del C, you had Ross Colton, Hoglander, and Duhaime. I don't know how you say his name. I just heard it the other day, and I remember thinking I've been pronouncing it wrong, but I can't remember what it was. Jonathan R., you had Kopitar, Gallagher, and Boldy. CK, Gensel, Zadorov, and Mercer. Dylan, Vasilevsky, Morrissey, Svechnikov. Mike, you had Skinner, Sundin, Terry. Jeff H., Coffee, Gudis, and Barbashev, and then Jason Usnack, Brock Faber as our only solo tonight. I'm selling Jacks in the Gold Rush full size. If anybody wants to buy Jacksonville, be $12 on that one. Okay. Again, Ovechkin, McDavid yet to be seen pulled. So if we pull them, it's a break random, which means we random every name that exists that was claimed. So those that had a main spot would have 3 or 6 if he took 2. Jason would have his 1 spot if Faber comes up. That kind of stuff, okay? Whoops. Okay, let's go to random.org. Share this tab. Okay, top box after 7 rolls will be the box we open for this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 17 is what we're rolling with tonight. 17. Let me grab it. I read them really nice and fast, right? It's a long stream. I gotta not take too much time reading names. If you guys don't hear your random and you want me to repeat it, I'm happy to. Or if you want to tell me to slow down, I'll slow down. A lot of these, the people that are in this break, that same picture was posted on the Facebook page, so they were able to look at it and see what the randoms are. But I read them before we go anyways as well. Box 17. Hey, maybe we just saw 17 staring at me. There's a headliner. We pulled Yossi the other week. Nice headliner there. I think that's the only one we pulled so far. So see if we can get another one. Good luck, everyone. We will close the poll after this. Although, man, you guys had East in the bag and then North. All the new people showing up claim North. Nick said it was going to be East. Max said it was going to be South. You guys are going North, but no one's telling me West. Oops, I didn't cut those yet. We do these backwards. I hate opening it to a nameplate for you guys. Not my favorite. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. I think I saw the first couple letters. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Melon votes. Oh, man. I think it's who I think it is. Are we going back-to-back headliners? Is this Mitchell and Ness, too? I think it is. 3, 2, 1. Jeez Louise. Mark Messier. That was the very first claim, too. Nick, You've been after Mess since the start of this season. Not a long chase. What a great hit. Mark Messier, and it's on the Oilers this time. We had him in Big Al's, but it was Rangers, right? Been on a few teams. Yes, Derek, that was East Coast. Only hockey jersey we do on Mondays besides if one comes out in Big Al's. What a great hit, Nick. You've had a couple decent headliners from East Coast over the last couple series. Here's another one. On a beautiful Mitchell and Ness with the A patch as well. Vintage Mitchell and Ness. These are so nice. Just like the Ovies we're running. One of them's gone. We got 4 left. NHL Blue Line, 1986-87. Mark Messier, vintage hockey. Beautiful. No fight straps on these Mitchell and Ness, but there's not supposed to be in these. Back-to-back headliners. I'll take it. This orange is bright, and I love it. Bright orange on this Mitchell and Ness. Sometimes the stream kind of distorts colors. I tried. When is that? The next LV break? We'll probably do one again this upcoming weekend. I bought them before they went up in price, so I'm trying to pass a little bit of that on, but it's not a cheap break. But it's, I mean, you can grab one spot for $20 and give it a try. I'll put that away. I'll take a picture of it. Once again, congrats, Nick. Starting off with some headliners. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, I'm going to close the poll because it's not really close. North is running away with it. I could leave Mr. Bettis there, but he's been up. I think we had him up on last Wednesday, so I don't want to. I didn't just end this. Oh, I thought I ended the stream. Which Ovi did the winner take? The what's it called? Winter Classic, I believe. The white one with the stars on it, the red and blue stars, is gone. So we've got both the rookie year Ovies left. Here, I'll just, for those that didn't see, this one was picked right here. So we've got our rookie black, rookie white left. This one's that one's Winter Classic. I don't know what this one's called. I'll figure it out. And then Ovechkin, and then an Adidas left. So 4 of the 5 still left. It was 2012-2013 white jersey was when it was picked. Winter Classic is the red one, I believe. So we'll do one again this weekend. There's 32 spots, so it didn't fill up like incredibly fast. So if you miss it right when it drops, you should be fine. Okay, let me get you good luck. North helmet here. Let's take Bettis away. There goes an earpiece. North. What kind of north? North. It's too much pressure picking a helmet, man. I don't like it. Let's just, I think I've done this one recently too, but who cares? Let's do Megatron. Let's do Megatron for good luck for the North. Like to have a Crosby jersey. Yeah, I know. I need to text you, Derek. I have a hard time. I've got a Crosby or two. They weren't easy to get. I got lucky. Okay, so North it is. You got Calvin to bring you good luck. You guys are on a streak of wins on these, so let's see if you can keep it going. Okay, let's do our Gold Rush mini boxes. For sell or movement on this one, let me know. Nick, you got Dallas, Jacksonville. Ron, San Francisco and the Giants. Chad, Chicago, Arizona. Nick B, Cincy, Baltimore, Philadelphia and the Chargers. Matt Snyder, you have Minnesota and the Rams. Cody, Green Bay and Cleveland. Steve, Pittsburgh and Vegas. Matt, Tampa Bay, Tennessee. Healy, you have Detroit and Carolina. Bill B, Buffalo and the Jets. Mark, you had Miami, Indy. Chris O, Houston, Seattle. Chris R, New Orleans, Atlanta. Max B, New England, Kansas City. And Matt L, you closes with Denver and Washington. I could have grabbed a Cleveland helmet, huh? I've got 1 or 2 in here. 2, I think. Okay, good luck. You guys are up for North and North only to win. 25% chance. Okay, which boxes did we pull last time? We pulled boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we pulled box 11 and 9. So anything but an 11 or 9 works. I need to roll the big dice again because I don't have a dice that has 12 unless it goes all the way to 20. Oh boy, hot Lana, yeah. Anything but a 9 or 11 here. Stick around. I'm going to have to re-roll a bunch of times. Hey, look at that. First roll works. That's a 3. 3 is the same line that we had the 9 from, just above it. And come on, 2 for 2. I can do it. Well, you're going to have to wait. Take a drink while it's spinning. There we go. 18 does not work, but maybe a good sign for Caleb Williams. One of the many series he can come out tonight. 14 doesn't work either. Andy Dalton. 1 will work. Box 1. 1 and 3. We went 9 and 11 last time high, and now we're going low. 1 and 3. Front corner. Okay. I know. Okay, I don't think anyone's up for selling the minis, so there is Jacksonville available in the full size. Live fills will be Big Al's full size, Radtke full size, Big Al's licensed jerseys, and then Big Al's full size. So those 4 breaks. 3 and 1. Let's do 1 first. 3 next. Good luck, guys. If you're in the mini break, you got 2 chances here at least 2 teams. If you bought multiple spots, you got 2 chances with 4 teams. Don't believe we've hit our headliner from this case yet. Here we go. First item. 3, 2, 1. We got a lunar eclipse for the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran had to have gone semi-quick. They did. They went number 2. Ron, that's you. Facebook didn't cheat you out of that San Francisco claim. Oh, by the way, guys, if you maybe what happened to you, Ron. If you guys claim and then either try to claim again and hit before it posts, or close out to go see what order you get, sometimes it doesn't post. It'll post when you see it on the outside, but it's not on the actual post. Happens to me all the time elsewhere. It's annoying. You have to let it post first, and maybe you did. That may be not what happened, but just a good announcement for anybody. 3, 2, 1. You are correct. I need someone to pick Parsons that went for me in Big Al's licensure. I'm going. I appreciate it. Larry has early mornings. Frank Gore is right. Always looks like a cuss word to me, but it's not. That's Frank the Tank. Black ink on this one. Going to Ron. Nice hit, Ron. Frank Gore, lunar eclipse. Come on, I want a pictured headliner. We can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us. Box 3 for the win. Come on. There we go. 3, 2, 1. He says breeze time. You got the right conference, not the right division or team or player, but you got a 50% connection, or whatever you want to call it. 1 connection. Giants. Back-to-back lunars. New York Giants. Who had the Giants? Throw it back. Oh, man. Giants were the second random. Ron, you went back-to-back on this. Sorry, everybody else. Ron, you hit back-to-back on the same break. That is some luck. Lunar eclipse for the Giants. 3, 2, 1. You know, I thought LT too, but I'll take the gap. Michael Strahan. That's a cool mini. Michael Strahan. His stuff's kind of drying up a little bit from what I've seen. I did find a cool full size of his. Whether it's in the series or not, you guys can leave that up to your imagination. Ron, congrats, man. Double up. That's fun when it happens to you, not fun when it happens to someone else. Yeah, Frank Gore and Michael Strahan. That's west and east, not north, but you're only down by one because there's separate divisions. You're okay. You're all right. Yeah, congrats, Ron. Always fun to get a double up. Okay, we're going to keep rolling. Let me get my screen up here. Okay, we're going to do our Gold Rush full size. Remember, the game is you just need to predict which college team this player that we're about to pull out was drafted from. If you get it right, you move on to next week. If you get it right 2 weeks in a row, you win a free mini jersey with me. 3 weeks in a row, you get a free full size. Not each, but if you make it to 2, we wait one more week to see if you get to 3. I'm not that generous. Did anybody get the guess right last week? I don't think we did, because Bill B had Florida, and then we had 2 kind of not great chances. Well, the Iraqi one was, I gave you guys a second chance. Iraqi was better, but I don't think anybody's moving on. So everyone's at a fresh slate here. Guess college team has nothing to do with winning the helmet. Remember, the people that join the break win the helmet. This is just a side guessing game that I like to do to give you guys a chance to win something for free. Not impossible. We've had 3 or 4 people, maybe more than that, do it over the last couple of years. Just got to get lucky and guess some good teams. In this one, Ron, I have you San Francisco and the Rams. Nick has Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Jacksonville is up for sale for $12 if anybody wants them in the full-size helmet. Greg, Dallas, Atlanta. Brant, you have Cincy and New Orleans. Leland, Kansas City, Washington. Bill S, Tampa and Tennessee. Tim, you have Minnesota and Baltimore. Bill B, you have Denver, Buffalo, Seattle, Arizona. Gila, you have Detroit, Cleveland. Brad, New England, Carolina. Chicago, Indianapolis. Chris A, you have Vegas and the Jets. Roger, you have Green Bay and the Chargers. Chris O, you have Houston and Philadelphia. And Jonathan R, you have New York Giants and Miami Dolphins. All right, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 guesses. 35 people watching. Maybe 15 of those are bots. I don't know how it works. So if you haven't guessed yet, take a guess. Just pick a big school and throw a dart. Maybe it'll hit. Figure out what box we're opening. We have boxes 1, 3, and 4. So a 2, 5, or 6 doesn't work for us. 1, 3, or 4. That's a 4. That'll work. Box 4 it is. 1 and 3 will be saved for next week. Box 4. Okay. Not Radtke. We're doing Gold Rush. There's my list. Okay. Kyle's got Penn State coming in at the buzzer. I'm going to take a guess. I always try to guess the headliner, though. So, you know, someone was saying Drew Brees. Chris was saying Drew Brees earlier. I'm going to guess Purdue. I've done that a few times. I'm going to do it again. Anybody else guess Purdue with me? Nope. It's all right. We can't all be right. Okay, good luck, all. Last call on Jacksonville. I don't think any other team was up. $12 for Jacksonville if anybody wants them. The Jaguars. And then we're going to get right to Radtke, new series. I'll explain that one. And then we'll I got a couple announcements for Series 32 as well. Just so we're all on the same page with some possibilities. Okay. Let's roll. Box 4 from Gold Rush. This was from the case we opened last week. There's your factory sill. Just had a thought. It didn't come to wishing I thought we'd get a red helmet there. Sometimes when I think things, they happen right after. We did already pull VSR4, so maybe no more from this case. Probably just speeds the rest of the way, which is nice. Although the VSR4 we pulled was nice. I liked hitting the fault. Okay, good luck, everyone. Oh, do everything like that. I take this one out. Ooh. All right. If this is what the box says, maybe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is. I love seeing amp replicas out in the wild. That's an amp for Washington. That's a great helmet there. Who had Washington? Yeah, you can see his signature there, so not much guessing game. You can see the bottom of it. You know who that is. Well, some do, some might not, some might. Washington that's Leland on your Kansas City claim. Leland, you hit the other day. I can't remember what it was, but now you're hitting again. Redskins amp. Gosh, I love amps, man. I wish they would It's hard. You want them to reproduce them, and then they become less rare too. But I think they could do some more. They won't, but they could. Leland, congrats. Let's see what you have here. Although we already have kind of a good idea that it's Mr. John Riggins. John Riggins. I actually don't know where he played. Well, it'll probably come to me once I see it, unless he's small. Oh, was he Kansas? He was Kansas. Too bad Johnny's not here. Johnny would have said it right away. He's always looking for his Kansas guys. Man, he was a fun player. Fullback, running back, John Riggins. He was born in Kansas too. All right. Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. That's a great hit, Leland. Congrats. John Riggins amp. Yeah, I'd love to have this one in my collection. I don't have Riggins, and I don't have a Washington amp, so neither. A man can wish, though. Nice hit, Leland. Great helmet there, John Riggins. Beautiful. Okay, and that is another East. You guys should listen to Nick. Nick was saying East is going to win. East, East, West so far. No North, no South. There's Leland. Yeah, congrats, man. Of course. Okay, we're getting to Radtke. I'm going to read off the teams, and then we're going to talk about the series for just 20, 30 seconds. So let's do that first. Lives right around the corner after this, and the full size for Big L's. Okay, Radtke, I've got in this one, this is the first of a 2-case set we have up here, so 12 helmets to pick from again. We're doing it one more time to see. I liked it. If we decide that we don't like it, we can go back to one for the next time. We'll probably get some more limited, but let's see when we finish these 2 cases. Ty, you've got Tampa, Baltimore. Jonathan R., you have New England. You sold Guido, the Jets. Ron, you have San Francisco, Pittsburgh. Greg, you have Green Bay, Houston. David L., Washington, Chicago, Tennessee, Detroit. Jonathan R., you have Minnesota. You sold Guido, the Saints. Brad, you have Indy and Arizona. Jonathan R., Buffalo, Cleveland. Brian W., you have Carolina, Rams, Denver, and Giants. Brad, in the middle there, you had Cincy and Seattle. Greg, Dallas, and Kansas City. Bill S., you had the Chargers and Philadelphia. Jeff S., you close it with Vegas, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Miami. Is Pittsburgh up for sale? Ron, is Pittsburgh up for sale? And does anybody else want to look at selling a random here in Radtke? If so, let me know. Same as last time. They're all just kind of hanging out back here. If I can spin that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Asked earlier. That's right. Obi did ask for Pittsburgh earlier. I was thinking in my head that I'd heard that. So it's probably a no. But you're right. Obi does have first dibs on Pittsburgh. I forgot you asked over there. Okay, this series is a limited series. I still haven't asked him if that was a mistake or he just had an extra one, but we got a taste of limited on our final box somehow of the last series. in each case. So 2 somewhere in this stack will have a limited number on it, like a short print serial card card, but on the helmet. So 1 of 10, 1 of 1, 2 of 7, 2 of 3, 4 of 5, whatever it is. And those are usually a helmet that has been altered, like a drip or a rip or a two-tone or whatever you want to call it. I would sell Indy if I had them, but I don't. We've been through this. Yeah, Tim, you got ousted at the buzzer. So that's what this series is like. We are going to do 2 cases all mixed together, so 1 through 12. Should have 6 authentics and 6 reps. Last series, we did end up having 7 authentics and 5 reps. That was kind of him. Maybe you'll do that again. I didn't pay attention when I unloaded them. I did that about half an hour before we started. I was running all over the place. So to make up the case like it should, there should be at least 6 authentics, and then the rest would be reps. I don't know if the headliner is always an authentic. It seems like in this series it might be, but there are usually within a double case, we have 4-ish type helmets that could be said that are headliners, maybe even more, 6. So with that said, let's see where we roll in this series. I'm going to do it again with random.org because with 2 cases, I can't really fairly roll 2 dice and have every number have the same chance. There is no 1 that I can get. 12 is a lot harder to get than 6 or 7. If it's a 1 dice, that makes sense, but not like this. So let's copy. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Why does my computer keep defaulting to Yahoo search? Is it when I reset it? That's going to drive me so nuts. I hate Yahoo search. Drive me bonkers. Okay, 1 through 12 there. Let's go over here to random, get a new fresh screen, and we'll run this 7 times. Top box number will be the one we do for our first helmet tonight. We will do 1 more of these live. Live fill. So this one, the first live fill. So here's the rest of the order. We're getting this one done. It's pre-filled. Next up is our 4-box Big Al's. That's pre-filled and full as well. The first live fill will be a 3-box Big Al's full size. Pick your team. There's 30 spots, 2 combos. There's a new combo for each of those. That'll be $32 per team. Then we'll do Radtke again. It's a 1-box, pick 1 random, and that's $36 per spot. Then we'll do either a 2 or a 3-box licensed jersey. Either way, it's $30. And then our final 2-box Big Al's, pick 1 random one is $40. So that's the order tonight. But we still have 2 breaks to get through before we get to lives. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 7 is what we're rolling with. 7 rolls to get 7. 7 is, I can spin it. It should be 2nd row down. 3rd helmet in. All right, no more camera spinning. Okay, box 7. Good luck, all. Excited for this series. See if we get anything really cool. I did read off the randoms right on this one. I don't know if I'm going too slow or too fast. I did read them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Posted a picture of these as well on Facebook. Okay, I'm a little sad that I don't get to look at tabs to look for a fun team, even though we got betrayed by all but 1 helmet. So, I don't know. I like little surprises. Okay. I'm having a little bit of deja vu. Didn't we pull a Winter Warrior helmet last series too? In the March Madness series? Regardless, man, I like the alts. That's a fun alt. Minnesota Vikings hitting. I don't think it was our last. Well, it wasn't our last helmet. I don't think it was on the last day. I think it was the day before that. Peterson, that's right. That's right. We're pulling another one. And it is authentic again. But is it Peterson? I saw a little bit of the signature. I won't tell you if I think it is or not him. No thanks. Here we go. Oh, Minnesota. That was a claim team by Jonathan R. Jonathan R. and Vikings. 3, 2, 1. Not Peterson. This time a current player. I don't know that I've seen this style helmet with his signature. I haven't specifically looked for it, but that's cool. That's Jordan Addison, young receiver, very talented. Hope he doesn't get in trouble again. What was it? Was it reckless driving? Is that what he did? Radtke Sports. Nice, authentic Winter Warrior Vikings Jordan Addison. That is awesome. That's a North. You got your North hit now, so you're only down by 1 again. That's good timing. Nice hit, Jonathan. Congrats. I think you missed the last one. You got that one. North, east, east, west. No south yet, but there's time. Okay, let's move on to Big Al's pre-fill 4-boxer. Yeah, there you go. He'll be stopping by again. Okay, 4-boxer here. Let's read off teams, and I'll make a few announcements about this series here. Tim, you had the Arizona Tennessee. Remember, we have new combos. Arizona Tennessee. This is not correct. Hold on. See, where did I fix it? Right here. That shouldn't change any of the claims, though. Carolina's still there. Arizona's still there. Yeah, nothing changed. Sorry. New combos this series. Arizona, Jacksonville, Seattle, Tennessee. So Tennessee, Jacksonville, Arizona were all a part of the combos last series. But Arizona was with Tennessee. Now they're with Jacksonville. Tennessee was with Arizona. Now they're with Seattle. Carolina spread its wings and is now a solo team by itself for good reason. They've got plenty of new signings from some big boys, Steve Smith, Cam Newton. And they already had Julius Peppers, Luke Kuechly, Bryce Young, and more. So they are going to do just fine on their own. We added Seattle in there now with Tennessee, Arizona, Jacksonville as a new combo. So keep that in mind. I will mess up a few times. Just correct me. I'm so used to other combos because we usually run them for about 3 or 4 series. That's 400 helmets with using that same combo. So anyways, Tim, Arizona, Jacksonville combo. Max B, Atlanta. Bill S, Baltimore. Greg, you have Buffalo and Carolina. David L, you have Chicago. Brant, you have Cincy. Greg, you have Cleveland. Jason T, Dallas. Ty, you have Denver. Bill S, you have Detroit. Greg E, Green Bay, Houston. Chris O, Indy. Roger B, you have Kansas City. Brad, Las Vegas. Chris O, Chargers. Brad, the Rams. Bill S, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Nick, New England. Brian, New Orleans. Billy, the Giants. Greg, you have the Jets. Jonathan R, Philadelphia. Tim, Pittsburgh. Ty, San Francisco. Nick, Seattle, Tennessee combo. Chris, Tampa Bay. And Vlad, Washington. Here's our cage. Couple announcements here on this series. Let's see. Okay, first off, like I said, my little airport pickup today went like an hour longer than it should have. I did not get time to put my brand new awesome stickers, labels that Brandon made for me on there. They should have been on today, but I got stuck there, and I shouldn't have left it for now. So while I'm in there, I'll grab the boxes, I'll put them on my little table in there, and I'll put labels on the ones we're opening just so they don't look ghetto tonight. But that may take me an extra 20 seconds. They'll have them, but I am putting them on right now. I'll do the other 185 or 186 or whatever will be left tomorrow. Other announcement. Sometimes we have a specific helmet in the series that requires more than just congrats to whoever has the team. There is a helmet in this series that has multiple, how do I put this? Multiple players from different teams. What will happen so that there's no weirdness when we pull it, we're going to use these guys for however many are in there, And for some of the players that may or may not have played for more than one team, it'll go to the clear, obvious team that they played the most time for, as if it's a retired type player decision. So it goes to games played for that player or players. Okay. Hall of Fame helmet? No. Good try, though. Yeah, see if Mark can grab them. If you do, please put the randoms up for sale. Yeah, I'll try. If you can't get them for sale, there's nothing we can do about it, but we'll try. So if and when that helmet comes out, even if it's not this series, just know there's a helmet that has specific teams attached to it that will all get a chance for the drawing of it. You may or may not win it if you own one of those players. Somebody will that owns one of those players. Okay, that's about it for announcements here. Like I said, 193. If you're new to Big Owls, every series starts with around that many. Every team has 6 helmets in there. Sometimes a team or two will have 7. I think it's 193. So I think we're at exactly 6, and then the extra helmet that will need a random. So yeah, if you see a couple teams hit tonight and tomorrow more than once, don't worry. They're still in there for the future days. And if they get too low, I reload hits from those teams. That means it's a multi-sign college. It's not a multi-sign college. That's your last guess. It's not college. It's not Hall of Fame. Good try. Neither of those. Wrong. Okay. We'll have to get our 4 numbers. You were confident, though. I like the confidence. It's Tom Brady and Mahomes duel. There you go. I like where your head's at. Okay, 4 numbers. Good luck, all. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot harder to roll that at the start of the series. It's a lot louder and more annoying. And Isaac Bruce is the 3rd. Oh, man. As we cross these off. Okay, first number. Get me on, so that's not a good time. 178. 178. Allegra. Allergy pills. Ooh, yes, thank you. I do need to close the last team standing. This is literally your last 3 minutes to try to guess on the last team standing. If you have not guessed yet, go guess a team that you think will be the last team to get pulled for the first time. So once we've pulled 31 different teams, the last team left, the 32nd team to come out for the first time. If you guess that team right on this guess, you win a free full-size helmet. If there's more than one of you, you guys have to have a draw off, and only one of you wins. If you lose the draw off, you get a benefit of having a second guess once your team gets pulled in the next series. So like a second life that no one else has. Makes it easier to try to win in the next series, unless you're bad at guessing or unlucky at guessing. 187. Hard to say bad at guessing when it's 1 out of 32. Good night, Gila. Pen right next to the off button for all these devices down here. That would be good. 142. We're going high on all these. 142. And, geez, all over 100. 138. 138. Making sure I'm not forgetting to. There's a few more guesses. I like it. I'll close it when I come back. How about that, just in case? Okay, let's get them. 178, 187, 142, and 138. There's two. All right. I always forget how much longer it takes with a full 190 helmets to look through. One of these times I'll put them in alphabetical order, but that just seems crazy with the way I do it. Because they're all randomly numbered. All right, I'm going to close the poll. Make sure we got the right ones. 178, check. 187, check. 142, check. 138, check. Okay. Last team standing, 7 guesses. 70, not 7. Yeah, those are cool. I like the Hall of Fame rays. Kind of like the Hall of Fame flash and stuff. I like those. Turn off commenting. Okay, commenting is off. Did I miss any likes? Probably there at the buzzer. Yep, I missed Charlie and Brian. Okay. Do these in order like we always do. Some fun helmets so far. John Reagan's Jordan Addison from Gold Rush and Radtke. Let's see what we get from Big Al. Big Al's. Okay, good luck all. Let me get my screen back up. Remember, live fill right after this will be from the same series, a 3-boxer. Claim in the chat for 32 per team. Okay, 138. First helmet from series 32. Fresh labels. So much so that I do. Who is hitting the first helmet? Well, I'm blaming this on someone. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's another West, so 2 to 1. Who's got the Rams in the 4-box? Rams are, that's Brad, Breaking Brad. Rams Flash, first helmet out of series 32. Brad, let's see what you got. 3, 2, 1. Can't make that up. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comments up. Tim says, and Isaac Bruce is the third. We got a Bruce. Haven't had Isaac Bruce in the series for a while. I love pulling Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce. I don't know what it is. Greatest show on turf. Those guys were awesome. He was in Gold Rush for a while and was pulled quite frequently, so I didn't put him in as much, but I love Isaac Bruce. Brad, nice hit. You can thank Tim for guessing that one. I know he wasn't talking about this, but as soon as you say a name, without trying to say a name, that's when it happens. We got a new Wonka series too, so look for Wonka points tonight. I love filling those out. 142, series 32. 0 Wonka. Ooh, let's see if this is what it says. It is. I like this helmet. We are following the theme from the minis, and we're going to keep pulling lunars tonight. There's a lunar with a blank backside and a yellow stripe on top. Ooh, that came off for once. You know that is, Steve knows, that is a Pittsburgh Steeler helmet coming out of the gates. Pittsburgh. That's going to Tim. Tim, the man that made the Isaac Bruce guess. Jeez Louise. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Been a little bit since we've seen him. I don't have him in my collection either. See, this is the fun and bad part about pulling helmets all week, is that it reminds me of the cool stuff I have and don't have. TJ Watt, one of the hieroglyphic brothers. They all sign hieroglyphics. I picked Rams and my son picked Steelers. Oh, gosh. First two out. Bing, bang, boom. See you later. There's no cake. There's no ice cream. Happy birthday. Beckett certified. Tim, nice hit. TJ Watt. We got a yellow theme going on for Big Al so far. Isaac Bruce, TJ Watt. Tim, I need that. Better fork over some trade offers. North, that's right. You guys you're staying in it. You got east, east, north, north, west, west. Is that right? 2, 2, 2, 0? 0 ice cream. 0 cake. But 1 Jordan Addison. 178, Series 32, 0 Wonka. Nice hit, Tim. Nice TJ Watt. Ooh. Remember this one? Yeah. I remember this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got one of them bright helmets. We went Flash, Lunar, Flash. So the next helmet going to be a Lunar, maybe. Seahawks, Flash Authentic. Seattle in the new combo. That's Nick. Nick B, you had Seattle, Tennessee. You've got yourself a Seahawks Flash Authentic. Let's see who we have. 3, 2, 1. I like this helmet. I can see something on the camera that's white in my shirt. Nick, nice hit. BB, that's Brian Bosworth, the Boz. Beckett certified on this one. Nice Flash Authentic. That's another West, so West takes the lead. Might be punch for punch. Nice white paint pen on that one too. Seahawks Flash Authentic. Nick, nice hit. Congrats. Okay, we've had Rams, Steelers, and Seahawks. Okay, 187, Series 32, and our first 4 boxes yield 0 Wonka points. No Wonka. 3 winners so far. Let's see what this last helmet brings us. No label on the outside. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a classic speed for the Green Bay Packers, everyone's favorite team. Really sure that's like that. Green Bay, and this one was, that is Greg. Greg hitting on Green Bay. One of my all-time favorite Packers right here. Barb, Jordy, Sharp, good guesses. Radtke certified on this one. I didn't realize it was Radtke, but it is. Butler's a great guess. I do love Butler. 3, 2, 1. I do love Driver. You guys could guess 15 names, and I tell you I love them all. But it's not. This one's number 86. Super Bowl 31 champ inscription. Man, I loved him. There was a few seasons where he was just awesome. That's correct. James knows. Antonio Freeman, Super Bowl 31 champs receiver, one of Brett's receivers. Did he catch a touchdown? I'm pretty sure he did, but did he catch a touchdown on the night where Favre played the Raiders after his dad died? Remember when they were just catching everything he threw up in the air? I don't know if Freeman was one of the guys that caught a touchdown. Lots of yellow out there, yellow and green and blue. TJ Watt, Isaac Bruce, Brian Bosworth, Antonio Freeman. Let's do a 3-boxer. Starting series 32 out before so I'll be happy to any of those. Yeah, they're not TJ Watt's like a popular big name right now. The other 3 are not huge names, but they're fun ones to go along the big ones we got in the series. I like all of them too. Then again, there's not really too many that I wouldn't PC in my series. There's a couple that I may already have or need to be added for number wise, but okay, let's refresh. Remember, when you claim, it'll push your comment a little further up than it should be until you refresh. Just do that so we're not confused with the order of these. Okay, claim 1. Let me share my screen. Move that there for now. I've got John with Kansas City. I've got Bill B with San Francisco. Jason just behind on Kansas City. Nick, you've got the Pats. Larry, the Browns. Greg's got Green Bay. Cincy going to Kyle. Zach, Minnesota. Dave, Washington. Kansas City, San Francisco, both gone. Sorry, Bill. Pittsburgh is still there. Steve. Cleveland's gone, Chris. Sorry. Arizona's there for Brad. Dallas is there for Brian. Chris, just one comment late on Dallas. Denver going to Bill S. Niners are gone. Niners are gone. Buffalo going to Zach. Chicago going to Dave. Where am I? Cincy's gone. Carolina is there for Greg. Baltimore for Bill S. Houston there for Greg. Tennessee is down here now with the Seattle combo. They're there for Bill. Jets are there for Greg. Buffalo is not. Buffalo's gone, yes. Arizona is gone. Miami is there for Charlie. Rams are there for Dustin. Tampa Bay is there for Chris. Buffalo, Cincy, both gone. Raiders going to Tim. New Orleans for Brad. We're getting there, guys. 3 north, so we ended with another north. So 3 north, 3 east, and no, 3 north, 3 west, and 2 east. We're in a tight one. You guys are very much in it. Miami's gone. Eagles are there for Dave. Detroit is there for Chris O. Atlanta there for Bill S. Okay, teams that are left are Indy, Chargers, and Giants. Scratch that. Indy is gone to Jason. So Chargers and Giants are left. Chargers and Giants, last 2. Let's go over there. Chargers, Giants. I'm going to read off who has who in the meantime. Brad, I've got you with Bill B. I've got you with the Chargers and Greg, Giants. Thanks, guys. Brad, I've got you with the Arizona-Jacksonville combo. Bill S. Atlanta and Baltimore. Zach, Buffalo. Greg, Carolina. David L. Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Larry B., you've got Cleveland. Brian B., Dallas. Bill S., Denver. Chris O., Detroit. Greg, you have Green Bay and Houston. Jason T., Indy. Jonathan R., Kansas City. Tim, Vegas. Bill B., Chargers. Dustin, the Rams. Charlie, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Nick, New England. Brad, New Orleans. Greg, Giants and Jets. David L, Philadelphia. Steve, Pittsburgh. Bill B, San Francisco. Bill S, Seattle, Tennessee combo. Chris O, Tampa Bay. And David L, Washington. We are full on this one. Appreciate you guys. We're going to do a Radtke next. Just as a filler for later, we were doing the 3 boxers when we were kind of coming down on Series 31. Do you guys want to keep doing 3 boxers on Monday, Wednesdays, or are we rather do 2 boxers on the night claims? I don't care either way. It is harder to sell your randoms in a 3 boxer, so I just asked that if you claim with a random sale, just know that they may not sell. But I'm happy to do 2 or 3 boxer tonight. Let me know your thoughts if you'd rather do 2 or 3. But after this one, we're going to do a Radtke life fill. Zach says 3 bucks. Nice Keekly, by the way, on Saturday, Zach. I don't think you were live. Saturday's hard, man. I always put it like right where it works for me. That doesn't mean it works for you guys. Okay, let's close this one. And the alley finally showed its face too. That was nice. Who else here? Tim Stutzel. I like that one too. Yeah, I assume so. But I've always had a soft spot for Keekly. Helmets, jerseys, whatever. One of my favorite players. Okay, we already shook it earlier. Let's get 3 numbers here. Put this back on the claim post and not the jerseys. New additions for jerseys. We're not doing that next. We're doing that in 2, but new additions were Micah Parsons. Why do I do this every time? Who else did I add, guys? Micah Parsons. I give up. Am I serious? I give up. Tell me who I added today, guys. I can't find them on the list either, which is crazy. Mike Schmidt. Oh, and Brady Kachuk. Mike Schmidt, Brady Kachuk, Micah Parsons. Good job, Al. You did it. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. So if you saw the last break the other on Saturday, the 3 newbies are those ones. Any Wonka points on these boxes? You'd have to think. 12, 1, 2, box 12. I'm going to do it again where I went away from the page. 12, 51, 5, 1. And 92. First 4 were all over 100. The next 3 are all under 100. 12, 51, and 92. Let me grab them, guys. I can remember those. 12, 51, 92. 12, 51, 92. A little bit easier to find those ones. 12, 91, 52. $12.51.92. All right, we're good. Let's roll. Pits. Might as well. Could happen. Statistically. I'm still waiting for like an opening day where we hit 5 from the same team. Just joined, been working. Do you want to know a hit, or did you rewind and watch? Okay, box 12. Series 32. 5 for 5 on no Wonka point boxes. Cal Pitt 3 times. There you go. Oh, mama. Love this style for this team and this player. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can rewind while we're doing this one. 0 Wonka, right? We've got a Chargers slate. Love the Chargers slate. I've got an LT right there on my wall. Up that way. Right there. Who had the Chargers? Bill B. Bill B with the Chargers slate. Let's see what you got, Bill. I like the little logo with the bolt there. Chargers bumper on the back. Fanatic certified. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I thought maybe you guys wouldn't guess LT when I said I got an LT right there. You know, I wouldn't. Maybe I would say that. That's Justin Herbert on a Chargers slate. That's a beautiful helmet. I think we hit him last series on a classic. Now we're getting him on a slate. Look at that signature too, man. Gosh, I love that. I don't know which one I like, what ink I like better. I think I like the blue ink better. My LT's got gold. I won this one from Brad. I think I like the blue better. I like it when they put team colors when the team colors aren't present. Blue is cool, man. Bill B, nice hit. I feel like we gotta have Herbert in front. There's no disrespect to Freeman. I can only do it because he's a Packer, and everyone knows I don't disrespect Packers. We gotta put Herbert in the front there. Sheesh Louise. Almost didn't take him. Hey, so did a lot of other people. I don't know what a lot of people don't take the Chargers. I seem to claim them a lot, but they've been getting left till the end a lot lately. I get it, but there's a lot of current and old players I don't mind. Okay, 51. Series 32, surely some Wonka. Jeez. 6 boxes, no Wonka. That's fine. We can take a break on Wonka. First slate, too. First slate of any team, Bill, or first Charger slate? I love the slates, but they kind of took a backseat to the Raves and the other stuff. I probably have about 10, 15 slates. I wish I could have every team in them. Any team. That's a good first one to have, Justin Herbert. What's left tonight? We're going to do a Radtke live fill, Big Al's jersey live fill, and then Big Al's full-size live fill. Last 3 breaks of the night. But we got to get through these next 2 boxes. See a name. That is not who this is. We do not have Robbie Anderson in this series, for those that are worried about him. That's the name on the box. Come on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We pulled one from Gold Rush. We're pulling another amp, now this time from Big Al's. I'm really liking the spread of helmets tonight. There's some good looking stuff out here. From all corners. We got a Chiefs amp with a nice red visor on this one. Kansas City Chiefs semi-rare amp. They're probably top 10 for rarity, maybe top 5. Kansas City, that's Jonathan R. Red visor replica here. Kelsey is a good guess. It's actually the man from the Culinary Academy. I loved it when he said that on his, Jared Allen Culinary Academy. I can't think of where Jared Allen played college, but I know it wasn't the Culinary Academy. I was, Eric. That's funny. Jared Allen, nice hit, Jonathan. Jared Allen on the Kansas City Chiefs amp replica. Love that helmet. And he was a former Viking, too, so that somewhat fits, maybe. How much crap would you have given me, Eric, if I didn't know who Chevy Chase was? The Vandals? Who's the Vandals? Idaho State. I'm pretty sure that my grandpa went to Idaho State. Or my grandma, one of the two. They've since passed, but one of them went to Idaho State. That's a good start to this 3-boxer. Justin Herbert, Jared Allen on the amp, Slate on the Herbert. Okay, 92. Come on. 1 Wonka hit before we get further. 0 Wonka hits. Everyone knows. I know, that's what I'm saying. If I didn't know who it was. What's Christmas Vacation? What's that show? Okay, by the way, guys, I tried my best, and I need to finish it still. I started watching Red Dawn, like you guys told me, What do I do with $5? Buy a bullet, rent a gun. I watched the start of Red Dawn. How does it get into the Cubans and the Russians moving in within like the first 2.5 minutes of the movie? You got to have a little bit more build up to that. I need to finish it. I won't give it a grade yet. But like 3 minutes in, those guys are choppering in and coming out of airplanes and shooting kids in the school. It's just a little quick for me. Wolverines. I need to finish it, so I can't say anything yet, but I thought that was a little quick. Yes, the 80s version. With Patrick Swayze. I didn't know he was in it. Isn't Chevy the guy in the music video with Paul Simon? I am watching the older one, yes. Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen, and there was someone else I recognized in there. Okay, here we go. Oh, I like the way this one looks, too. Just remember, Red Dawn was the 80s peak. I need to finish it, and I do know that it's 80s, so I can't judge. I like a lot of the older movies. I can't judge it yet, but it jumped in really quickly. Okay, here we go. Box number 3. 3, 2, 1. We're getting another slate. 2 slates on this 3-boxer. And slates are becoming a little more rare. Not quite as other styles, but they're not as easy to find as flashes and lunars and eclipses and alternates. They're easier than amps and chromes and raves and ices and a bunch of others, but harder than STS 1.0, but easier than 2.0 and 3.0. Bears, that's Dave. David L. Hitting the Chicago slate on this one. Oh, cool. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got another script tonight. How many? We would have been over on the scripts tonight for sure. Well, I thought there was more than one script before that. Oh no, we've only had 2. Never mind. I feel like we had another item with script. Ignore me. Bears fans should know who this is. Rookie of the Year in 2001, number 35. That is Anthony Thomas. Nice orange ink on this too, so you can go silver or orange. I like the colors on them. Beckett certified. Sorry, Schwartz certified. I've had so many Beckett's that my brain goes straight to that. Schwartz certified Anthony Thomas, A-Train, Rookie of the Year 01. That's a cool hit. Congrats, winners. Sorry to everyone else. That's Justin Herbert, Jared Allen, and Anthony Thomas. Okay, let's do a Radtke. them quick. We're not late. We're not early. We're right in that normal area, I guess. Okay, let's refresh here. Okay, I've got Mark with Cincy. Steve with Pittsburgh. Every time I say your name, I don't know why I draw it out like that. I sound like the monkey from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Steve. Bill S., New England. Dallas and Philly for Jason with some randoms up. What a perfect stop that was. Absolutely beautiful. Tampa Bay going to Brad. Buffalo going to Chris. Green Bay, that's number 8, going to Bill. I said 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 09 is David with the Washington Commanders. 10 is Rams and Dustin. I don't know if you did it on purpose, Dustin, but you overpaid earlier. Maybe it was for lives, but just making sure you didn't think you owed that. I'm not very good at updating people, so that's my bad. 11 is Jonathan. What did I miss? Oh, Greg was late on Green Bay. Sorry, Greg. And then Jonathan, 11. Chargers. Chicago is 12 for David L. Indy is 13 for Brad. Indy. 14 is Carolina for Greg. Dallas is gone. Dave. San Francisco is there for who had a Mark. Ron just behind. Dallas is gone. Brian's going to take a random. Dave's going to buy 2 randoms. I think there's only 1 as of now, but let me make sure. It's a great movie. Dada loves it. Nice. Buy randoms. There's another random. What's next? Hold on. Not sure if you saw that Western Michigan won the Frozen 4 with no. And I did see that like mega fan talking about it. I didn't. I think that was before they won though. I need to look at that. I don't know a ton about college hockey. I'm still learning. Jonathan R. taking Baltimore to spot 16. Michael, next is the Big Al's licensed jersey series. We're going to try a 3-boxer. Pick one random one for 30. There's 30 spots that need to get claimed in that one to fill it up. We'll do it under the understanding that if it's slower, that we'll drop it to a 2-boxer. Still would be 30, but you would get extra randoms. Okay, so I only saw 2 randoms up. There's 2 more looking to buy, but I don't know that we're going to get any more. So we'll see here though. Make sure I didn't overbook. I did not. Those are already in order. Okay, if anybody else wants to sell a random, UND. Is that North Dakota or Notre Dame? North Dakota, probably. You wouldn't say UND. Chris is looking to buy random too. You got Dave in front of you with 1, Greg in front of you with 1, and then you'd be the 3rd, but I don't see a single one being brought up. So I think we're probably ready to rock and roll with this one. Let's run a random here. Thanks for closing that, guys. Appreciate you. See if we can get something else fun from this. I think the main reason I like the double box, there's a little more mystery, but I also like the idea of if we're worried about having a team dead if they hit, that you can not worry as much when there's a double case. That's a lie. I'm UNH. Who's NH? University of New Hampshire. North. Is it really New Hampshire? I would never think that. I'll report you, James. Don't do it. I was at the Utah Hockey Club game, the second to last home game, and they did show a team, a high school, or not a high school team, but a little lower level team, like high school age kids, was the first team from Utah to win their championship in their division. That was pretty cool. Up from Ogden or somewhere above, north of me. Okay, Mark, I have you with Cincy and Vegas, Steve, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Bill S., New England, Houston, Jason T. of Dallas and Philadelphia, Brian bought the Giants, and David L. bought Jacksonville. Did I get that right? Brian, were you the first one to buy a random? Yes. Brad, Tampa, Denver, Chris O., Buffalo, Seattle, Bill S., you have Green Bay, New Orleans, David L., Washington, Detroit, Dustin, Rams in Miami, Jonathan R., Chargers in Atlanta, David L., Chicago, Arizona, Brad, Indy, Minnesota, Greg, Carolina, Cleveland, Mark, San Francisco, Kansas City, and Jonathan R., Baltimore and the New York Jets. Let's go down here. We're not doing that. Hold on. What box do we open? We opened 7, right? Keep doing. Didn't realize Denver wasn't taken. Yeah, they got sold off as a random to Brad. Sometimes there's always like 3 or 4 that get left out that are always like really good claims too. It's just how it works, at least in my brain. But I'm able to see the possibilities. So not. Did we open 7? We did open 7. Okay, so where was I? Right here. Really quick while we're sitting here. East has Giants, Redskins. Is that it for the East? Yes. North has Vikings, Steelers, Packers, and Bears. South has 0, I think. And then West has Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Chiefs. Should be 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What did I miss? I missed one. Who has an extra spot? West? West have 5? 1, 2, 3. They do have 5. Okay. Someone double check that, but we all have that panic thing. Yeah, the one that when you can't think of someone, that's Chargers for me. That's the funny thing. Okay. Let's figure out what box we're opening. Anything but a 7 here. You guys are down by 1. I thought it was tied. But did that 3 boxer we just run have 3? No, that was from the earlier one, but we had 2 out of 3. Let's share this tab. Let's get 7 randoms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 10. What is the double team in Big Al's full size? Those only work in the pick your team, which we're done with for the night, but it's Arizona, Jacksonville, and Seattle, Tennessee are the 2 combo spots. But the one after the jerseys is a pick one random one, so all 32 teams are by themselves. There's just 16 claims and 16 randoms. Just so you know. Box 10. Please get my leaderboard back up. And again, guys, we're going to do a 3-box Big Al's licensed. If it slows down and we can't fill it, we'll back it down to a 2. There's no big deal on that. I always do that. It does not work. Okay, 10 I said, right? 10 is all the way over here. Box 10. Good luck, everyone. See if we can get a fun name out of this one. We should have 2 numbered helmets somewhere in this double case. You guys have suggestions on changes to this series for Radtke on how we random the numbers or how we run the series? I'm always all ears. Next Life Hills jerseys. It's pick your player jersey. All the jerseys are up on the pin post in Big Al's Facebook page, but there's also a list here on the screen that I'll pull up. They go kind of quick though, sometimes. Hey, we got Florida. Just kidding. Ooh. like you this style for this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a throwback speed now on this. You know, I got one guess for the throwback speed. I don't think we'd see Fouts. I don't think we'd see Winslow. I don't know that we'd see Herbert on this style. This just feels like Tomlinson to me. Feels like Tomlinson, but I could be wrong. That'd be cool to see Ladd on this style. Chargers, who had them? Were they claimed? Were they random? Chargers. Yeah, that's their throwback. Chargers were claimed. That's the 11th spot. Jonathan R. Hit both Radtkes today. Leaf would be cool. I don't know if they'd put him in there. Not everyone thinks he's cool like I do. Goodness. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I would be wrong. I just barely said blasphemous. I just said I don't see Herbert on this style. It's been I don't know, 3 years since I've seen a Herbert throwback like this. I don't remember what we pulled it from, but I fell in love with it, and I tried to trade for it, and they didn't want to trade it. I don't know what it is about like the mix and match, the newer players on the old styles or the older players on the new styles. I wasn't expecting that. I thought this was LT all the way, and this is why I love Radtke. Justin Herbert. That's a Justin Herbert 2.0 tonight. We had a slate and a throwback, and that's another West. Yep. You guys are down by 2. Jonathan, congrats. Justin Herbert on the throwback speed. I love it. I'll make room for it here, but let's drop our jerseys. There they are. Good luck. Let me get my screen up here so you can see. What a cool helmet. What in the world? That's my dog barking. What are you barking at? Sorry, 1 second, guys. I'll get going with these claims in 1 second. Where is my family? They said they'd be gone from 6 to 7. They're still there. I bet she's playing in the gym with them. All right. Okay. Refreshing to make sure I see the right order. Top chat, back to live chat. Live chat. First spot, James with Jokic. Micah Parsons. Spot 2 for Michael. Joker gone by 2 comments. Scott Rivera. Mookie for Adam. Larry's got all stot. Far with a random up. Spot 6 for Jason T. There's 1 random. CMC for Jeff. We finally got McCaffrey back in here. I love it. He is not a cheap jersey. Henrik, spot 8 for Craig. Nix for Bill. That's spot 9. Troy Polamalu for Obi. That's spot 10. Witten. For Larry A with a random up. Thank you, Mark, for helping him. Mookie is gone, Todd. Sorry. Favre is gone. Bird for Zach. We got Larry Bird. That's spot 12. Hughes for Chris. Jack Hughes, right? Yes. Spot 13. Spot 14 is James White. For Bill S. Rice and Caulfield. That's 15 and 16. A little over halfway. March on. For Guido. Big Mac, that's spot 18. Mark McGuire. Herbert for the hat trick. No kidding. Eric's got Herbert Rodman with both his randoms up for Larry. Dennis Rodman, that's spot 20. Just so you know, Herbert was in box 10, was it? Oh, not from mine. I was like, how did I miss that? Yeah, I'll tell Derek to pony up from his series to give us a free mini. I'll say it's my room, my rules. You just happen to be living in it. Sorry. Larry B's got Rodman. We need a little bit of help here. We're going to be about 24, 25, 23, somewhere in there. Zegras, spot 21. For Guido, Justin Jefferson, spot 22. That is Zach. 23 is Shaquille O'Neal. For Nick B. K. With all the low-end teams for March Madness. Yeah. You didn't give us a freebie. You owe us another freebie. We got one free. Biller in the freebie, but that's about it. Okay, we're 7 players short. We have already surpassed our 2-box spot, so let's see if we can get these 7 spots claimed up, and then we'll finish with the 2-box tonight. Again, I'm happy to do 2 boxers too if that helps us fill. That's kind of what we used to do on weeknights, and I don't mind doing those. Let's see if we can get it filled up. So 24 is Iverson for David. Thanks, David. And randoms might be hard to sell tonight. So I think there's 1 random, 2 random, 3 random, 4, 5 random. 5 randoms up right now if anybody wants to claim they're $15 a spot. We did. We did. Who was our best team? Was it Ole Miss? Oh, man. I think Ole Miss was our best team. Okay, we are 6 away, guys. 6 away. Eric is taking Hutchinson. Thanks, Eric. See if I did the right number. 24, I did. Aiden Hutchinson is already in the right spot. Dave's going to take Jaw with a random. That's the 6th random available, but we haven't even had any of the R5 bought up yet, so those might be tough. John Morant, 26. I'll give it a couple minutes, but 26 was David H. with Jaw. Chris is taking Kirill Kaprizov. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, David. Thanks, Eric. Brian's taking a random. So, Brian, who was the first random? It was Favre, right? Oh, geez. 15 for that random. 25, 26, 27 was Kirill. The random was bought. Caleb Williams for Bill. Thanks, Bill. 28. 2 away. 2 away and 5 randoms still available to buy as well. Almost there. When did the NBA playoffs start? Is it this week? Are the playing games like tomorrow and the next day? Playing series. Okay, just 2 away. We're almost there. This one is 30. 30 per spot, 15 if you grab a random. I'll take one of these pills right now. Memphis Golden State, that's probably the best one too. NHL starts Saturday. That's awesome. I'm excited for that too. Go from the Masters to the Stanley Cup and the NBA playoffs. We should do a Stanley Cup elimination pool or something. 29 was Scary Terry. And my nose is starting to get even more stuffy. I can't stand it. Okay, one away. Thanks, Dustin. And again, 5 randoms. But there has been plenty of time to grab them while we've been waiting, so I'm not going to give it a ton of time once we get there, unfortunately. If they haven't been claimed by now, they're not going to get claimed once it fills. So if you want a random, now's the time to grab one. If you don't, we're going to get rolling. So 5 randoms might stick with who you've got. 1 spot left to close us. Lots of players here. They're all right there, from Bijan down to Wade Boggs. And then we'll do a 2-boxer Big Al's full-size stay of the night. And that'll be, again, if it fills, it fills. If it doesn't, no big deal. Been a long night already. What's the best playoff series that's already determined? Chris, you want a random? Who was the next random after Favre? Witten with a random up for Larry. 15 for that one, Chris. You'll get the player that lands right here. 4 randoms available, 1 final full spot available. Kings and Devils. I was talking about NBA, but NHL too. That is a good series. I'm excited for both. I just love 7-game series. Very fun. Everyone tries very hard. Dallas, Colorado, that's a good one. Very good one. You got Miko going back to Colorado in a series. I'm trying to get us a Miko Dallas jersey right now. We'll see if I get it or not. For the series. Almost there, guys. 1 spot left. So close. 29 claimed. 1 away. Apologies for the yawns. I keep saying it's been a long day. Every day is long for me. I'm hoping I get a day where I get to sit down on my couch and watch a movie this week. Not just while I'm working. I can read off players here if that helps as well. We used to show pictures. I don't know that that's necessary for one spot. Players that are left in this one. Lightning Panthers. That's a good series. Keith Sens. That's the dad. Are you claiming Brady Tkachuk? The son, Keith's son? Or are you saying the Senators series is good? Keith Tkachuk is the dad of Matthew and Brady, right? He played too. Not Brady? Okay. You got it. That closes us. Okay, last call for randoms. Otherwise, I'm going to get these rolling, guys. Like, as in right now. There will be 4 solos available for $10 a piece as soon as we run the 7th roll. And then we'll get rolling. I'll give you a little bit of time for trades as well. We'll be good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. 34 names here. If you have a player you want to sell or trade, just let me know in the chat, and I'll read it and see if anyone reacts to it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Schmidt, Doan, Pepper, Slavkovsky are our solos in this one. $10 a piece. Okay. Slavkovsky going to Nick. Pepper's going to Steve. Obi Chad just behind on those. Jason is Schmidt. I'm sure it is. I'll give it to you if that's the case. Todd just behind if you were thinking of this Smith was making it there. Devonta was right above, so let me know. If your Schmidt is Schmidt, let me know. Is that solo, or were you thinking terrible spelling? Okay, you're good. I figured it was. Todd just behind then. I'm letting the spelling go on that one. Shane Doan, our last one left. Coyotes Fanatics. That one came from my PC. Random up for trade. Michael, who'd you have? Carter Verhaeghe's up for trade. Doug Williams for Bijan. Bijan Robinson is where? I just saw it. Larry V, you've got Bijan Robinson. Do you want to trade for Doug Williams? Let Adam know. We'll sell Bijan. Okay. If you want to buy Adam, let him know. If you're only looking to trade, no big deal. Trade for Durant. Who had Kevin Durant? Bill S has Kevin Durant. Bill, do you want to trade for one of Zach's randoms? Zach, I'm assuming you mean for Nolan Arenado or Stuart Skinner. I'll trade for Durant. Zach's in front of you there. I got that Oshie for trade. TJ Oshie's up for trade. Interested in buying Devonta Smith if for sale. Devonta went to Guido. Guido, do you want to sell Devonta Smith? Bill's going to pass on the Durant. Doug Williams for Mikko Rantanen. Chris O, do you want to trade Mikko Rantanen for Doug Williams? No problem. Good luck, Bill. Hishier's for trade from Obi. Nico Hishier's up for trade. Oh, for sale. Sorry, for sale. If anyone wants to buy Nico for 15, let him know. Guido's going to hold all. Trade Scherzer for Laporta. Bill's got Laporta. Bill, are you holding Laporta too, or do you want to trade for Scherzer? And then Devonta's staying. I'll buy Dickerson if available. Eric Dickerson went to Chris O. Chris as well. Let me know on that one. So you got a trade offer for Mikko, and you got a purchase offer for Eric Dickerson. Boggs available. That's yours. Available for trade or sell. Giving you guys a second here. I did not read them off, did I? James, you have Jokic and Ottinger. Michael B. Parsons and Verhaeghe. Scott, you have Rivera and Mullen. Adam, Mookie Betts, Doug Williams. Larry V, you have Mike Allstott and Salvador Perez. Jason T, you have Brett Favre. Brian B, you got his random, which was T. Higgins. Sorry, guys, I didn't realize. Jeff N, McCaffrey and Dobbs. Craig, you've got Lundqvist and Rasheed Wallace. Bill S, you've got Bo Nix and Kevin Durant. Obi, Troy Polamalu, Nico Hischier. That's up for sale. Larry, you have Jason Witten. Larry A and Matthew Tkachuk went to Chris A. Chris, that's your random. Zach, Larry Bird, Nolan Arenado, Chris O, Jack Hughes, Eric Dickerson. Bill S, you have James White and Jorge Posada. Guido, you have Rice, Caulfield, Marchand, Shifley, Dion Aldridge. Jason T, McGuire, and Jalen Waddle. Eric, you've got Justin Herbert, Max Crosby. Larry V, you have Rodman and Bijan Robinson. Guido, you've got Zegras and Kukoc. Zach, Justin Jefferson, and Stuart Skinner. Nick B, Shaquille O'Neal, TJ Oshie, David H, Allen Iverson, John Stockton. Eric, you've got Hutchinson and Scherzer. David, you got John Morant and Wade Boggs. Chris O, Kaprizov and Mikko Rantanen. Bill S, Caleb Williams and Sam Laporta. Dustin, McLaurin and Worthy. Guido, Tkachuk, and Devonta. Jason T, you have Mike Schmidt. Julius Peppers went to Steve, and Slavkovsky went to Nick. Shane Doan is available. Okay, let's see. Either. I'll buy Boggs, says Chad. David, Chad is buying your Boggs. That was the first option for Boggs. He said either, and Chad says I'll buy. Boggs going to Chad in for 15 Buckarooskies. I'll trade for Boggs. Hischier for Boggs. So there's a few trade offers now, but it's already switched hands. Keep Mikko. Okay. Crosby for my random. Who's your random, Nick? TJ Oshie for Max Crosby. That's Eric. TJ Oshie for Max Crosby. Todd says he'll buy John Stockton. John Stockton went to David H. David H, let us know if you want to sell John Stockton. Guido, Shifley for Williams. Do you want to trade Shifley for Doug Williams, Guido? Jason's passing. Matthew T is up for trade. Tkachuk, I'll trade. Doan for Bill S. Thanks, Bill. Got that for you. Panther for Panther, Chris. Who's the Panthers we're talking about? Carter Verhaeghe for Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk's on a Flames jersey, but you're right, he is a Panther right now. Well, he stole the Puka helmet. I do. It's an STS, though. I'll keep Crosby. Worthy's up for trade. Salvador Perez or Bijan for Matthew Tkachuk. Chris A., do you want to trade Tkachuk for Bijan Robinson or Salvador Perez? Let us know. Michael says he'll trade for Worthy. Help me out by telling me who you guys are trading so I don't have to keep reading them if you guys don't mind. Verhaeghe is the trade offer for Worthy. Sell Stockton is fine. It was Todd asking to buy Stockton, right? Yep, Todd, Stockton is yours. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. $15 for Stockton, Todd. Worthy for Verhaeghe is an offer, Dustin, and Perez or Bijan for Matthew Tkachuk. Chris is an offer to you. I'll let you guys respond, but I'm not going to wait around for too long. I'm going to close this. Let's get some. Let's see if anybody else finishes the trade. Not a fan of how that Herbert's hanging on for dear life right there. Need to go. There we go. Oh, man. Came out of nowhere. Or I'll trade Ochoa for Bijan. Who's Ochoa? Oshie? Are you saying Oshie? Oshie for Bijan? Larry B. Oshie for Bijan if you want to do TJ Oshie for Bijan Robinson. I don't think Chris responded. I don't know about the other one we were looking at. Larry says sure. Okay. Who for Worthy? Carter Verhaeghe on the Florida Panthers. So we just had two trades, right? Oshie for Bijan Robinson. And then Larry V is trading Salvador Perez for Matthew Tkachuk, right? Okay. It was Carter Verhaeghe, Dustin, Panthers Fanatics for your Xavier Worthy. That was the trade offer for Worthy. Sure, he says. Okay, we'll do that trade and then we'll be good to go. Thanks, Chris and Nick. Yep, thanks, guys. Okay. 3 jerseys. Thanks for waiting, guys. Thanks for being patient. 1, 2, 3. We'll do a 2-boxer after this if there's enough interest. If not, we'll call the night. I believe you guys are down by 2. Does that sound right? 6-4. Might make up some ground here with one of these. It has to be NFL for it to count. 104 is our first number. 104. Those can't go there. 40. 40. Our next number. 642. Okay. And 0 for South. 59. 59. All right, I'm going to put those away so I don't mix them up with the full size. Double check 104, 40, and 59. We already pulled Keekly, so let's go there. 104, 40, and 59. Let me grab them, guys. 104, 40, 59. Now is when we need to see the black and yellow 43. Troy's been in for a while, not the longest, but he's definitely not been in there a short amount of time now. Some guys have had a longer stay, shorter stay. Okay, we'll see what sports we get here. See if we get any guys that have been in for a long time or a short time. You never know. Good luck, all. If you get an NFL item here, we'll count it towards the bounty. These are going to bug me. Put them down there for now. Okay, first jersey up. Okay, I see colors. I know what sport it is. 3, 2, 1. Not many sports have pinstripes. We got a pinstripe. Ooh, this is one of 2 players. But the number, I think, tells me who it is. Yeah. It's not Enter Sandman, who I thought for a second it might be. A big name we've been chasing. That is got to be Jorge Posada, right, Nick? No name on some of these, but I think that's Yankees. I don't know that I have any other pinstripe in right now. I hit Andrew Vaughn. Yankees, Jorge Posada. Let's make sure here. Pretty sure he was 20 as well, so let's open this up first, and then I'll see who had him. Not claimed, I know that. Good-looking jersey. This is a Nike. Got some authentic tags on there. Yankees. Yankee. I think I added Phillies player. I think that's our first Phillies player we had in the series. Baseball is weird. There's chunks of the same teams, and I'm trying to find different teams as well. Nice hit there. Jorge Posada. That's a name I knew. And I'm not a baseball guy. These no name tag jerseys are harder to fold. Who had Jorge Posada? Jorge. That is Bill S. on your James White claim. Claiming football, getting baseball as a random, and the baseball spot hits. Got your Fanatics tag here as well. Only jersey. That's why I added Thomas. Did you see that or no? I forgot that you liked them. We added Mike Schmidt on a Phillies jersey. He's in this series now. Yeah, Bill, nice hit. Jorge Posada. We've been hitting some baseball items. That's the sport that's represented the least. So, okay, 59. Luke Kuechly number with no more Luke Kuechly in there to hit. So, I don't know. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this might be brand new jersey, if that is who I think it is, with the colors. Is that him? I think it is, but the signature does not. I don't know his signature very well. Number 12, that's gray and black and white. It sure looks like LaMarcus Aldridge, and it is. I thought this was a cool jersey. LaMarcus Aldridge, it is an Adidas, which you don't see a lot of for basketball. I like this hit. For one point there, he was very good in the NBA. Played for probably Portland would be his bigger team, but LaMarcus Aldridge, the old Fanatic sticker on that one. Stop sign looking one, a drawn out stop sign. Adidas Pro here, that's cool. Spurs logo on the front, Adidas size extra large. Who had LaMarcus Aldridge? LaMarcus, well, that's Guido. Guido hitting the Spurs. I do have a Tony Parker I need to put in at some point too, and I have another David Robinson. He's an expensive jersey. We've had him once in the series. I need to put him back in at some point. I've given him a little chill period. Guido, nice hit. LaMarcus Aldridge. We're going baseball, basketball, our 2 lowest hitting sports. Hitting the first 2. Congrats, you two. So here we go on the next one. Okay, 104. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully you hit one here. Robinson's very good. Agreed. Well, all right. This 3, 2, 1. It happens. You guys trade at your own risk. There's one of them. Man, we're hitting 2 baseball out of 3 when we only have like 9 baseball jerseys in the whole series. PSA DNA on this one. That is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. This is a cool jersey. That was traded. Chris A., that's you. Chris A. on the trade. No heavy boxes there. No hockey, no football. All basketball and baseball. That's crazy. Nice Royals Nike Salvador Perez. Royals on the sleeve. Nike engineered. Very nice hit there. Chris, nice hit. Congrats there. Like I always say on trade hits or sell hits, congrats and sorry at the same time. Happens to us all. Not the biggest of names there. I'd hope to see a headliner type name in there. I like all 3 of them, obviously, but I like a third of our jerseys are headliner type names, if not more than a third. I like to see the big names. We have had a bunch of big names come out recently, but Wednesday. Okay, congrats, winners. Posada, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Salvador Perez. Let's finish with a 2-boxer to end the night, guys. This is the last items. If you're around and want to join, great. If not, and we don't fill, no big deal. We'll do this one quick, if it's ready to go. No football, so you're still down 6-4-2. You have a chance to tie here at the end. See if that happens. Nick F. with New England with a random for sale. Green Bay for Greg. Jonathan with Philly with a random. Jeez Louise. Getting tired. Steve Pittsburgh. Bill S. Kansas City. See how far we get on this one. Wes has got Chicago. Dallas with a random. Spot 7 for Jason T. That's the 3rd random. Baltimore for Bill. That's spot 8. Tampa Bay for Dustin. That's spot 9. Jeff. Where am I? Jeff, San Francisco, still there. That's spot 10. Buffalo for Guido. Spot 11. Um, 12 is Houston for Greg. 13 is Jets for Greg. Cincy is there. That's spot 14 for Kyle. Giants, David, spot 15. Cleveland, Chris closes a spot 16. Let's make sure that's 16 claims. It is. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3 randoms right now. Everything after that's a little behind. So Mark's going to buy a random. Mark, gotcha. Bill B's going to buy a random. You got Jonathan's. Jeff's going to sell a random. Chris is going to buy a random. $20 for randoms. Jeff N is the last one with a random up if anybody wants it to close the break. All the other claims after Cleveland were just a little behind. Minnesota, Denver, Miami. Sorry, guys. 1 random left to close us, and then we'll be good to go here for our final 2-boxer of the night. I can't believe they're still not home. My wife is crazy. We are completely opposite. Okay, one more random up. Jeff's random for 20, and then we're good to go. I'll wait till this one gets claimed. I think we should be able to get it. We'll do a recap at the end of the night as well. Thomas Nopuka. Nopuka. Brian, you want the random? Matt, you were just after him as well. I appreciate you guys both trying to help. Brian, I've got you. Matt, thanks for trying to help. Obi, thanks as well. Appreciate you guys. Brian helps us there, close us, and then we're good to go. Let's run these randoms. Oh boy. Oh boy. I swear I hit the wrong button. Okay, 7 times here on the randomizer. Thanks everyone for joining and hanging out tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday. Talking about a stray hand. I don't know what you guys having your own little conversation. I don't know what you're saying. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Minnesota on top, Vegas on bottom. Okay. Nick, I've got you with New England. You sold your random to Mark. Mark, that's Minnesota. Greg, Green Bay, Washington. Jonathan R. Philly. Bill B, you bought the random. That's Arizona. Steve, Pittsburgh and Miami. Bill S, Kansas City and the Rams. Last, Chicago, Denver. Jason T, Dallas. You sold your random to Chris. That's Jacksonville. Bill S, Baltimore, Carolina. Dustin, Tampa, and the Chargers. Jeff N, San Francisco. You sold your random to Brian B. That's Detroit. Guido, Buffalo, and Seattle. Greg, Houston, and Tennessee. Jets and New Orleans. Kyle, Cincy, Atlanta. David H, Giants and Indy. Chris O, Cleveland, and Vegas. Howdy, Al. Hey, Jay. What's up, man? Sort of that advertising. Okay, let's close this. 2 numbers. Final 2 of the night. Thanks for sticking with me. 1, 2. Easy spins. Easy peasy. First one is 82, 8-2. And higher number, 191, 191. Here comes a Bronco. Think so? What is she saying to me? One second. What? No. I don't know about that. Oh, you're talking to him, yeah. You guys do what you do. You guys do your thing. Okay. Here we got them, guys. 82 and 191, correct? I can't read my handwriting, but I'm pretty sure it was 191. 82, 191. Oh boy. Just I'll have to figure. David, send me a message and I'll I can send you an email. Do I want anything from Five Guys? No. What are they doing? Okay, we had 82, 191. There's 191. All right, guys. Thanks for being patient tonight. I will get all the other boxes tomorrow. I had to put these on as we were going tonight. Okay, 82 up first. Good luck. Series 32, 82. Hey, our first Funko points of the whole night. Would have been fun if we'd done the whole night without any. 3-pointer here. And the right to own the first Wonkas earned from this series goes to which team? Oh, my favorite style from this team, or one of the top 3, I guess. 2. Everyone loves this style, though. 2, 1. What's a Wonka point? If you win the helmet with the Wonka points on the back, and you have the most, well, if you win the helmet with the points, you win those points. If you have the most points at the end of the series, you win a free full size. Second and third win some credit as well. Bay getting the 3 Wonka points. Big Al Wonka points, whatever you want to call them. Becca certified Denver autographs as well. Who had Tampa? Tampa. Was claimed at spot 9. Dustin. Dustin is our first Wonka point getter of the series. Congrats, Dustin. This is Beckett certified. I don't know that I've had this player. 3, 2, 1, maybe once before. Got a fun name. That's Bucky Irving. What was that show? Bucky something with that comedian. I can't remember the name of the show. Bucky Irving. Nice hit there going to Dustin on the throwback, the creamsicle for the Bucks. Dustin, nice hit. That's your first one in a while. Nice to get a hit. Bucky Larson, that's right. Yeah, rookie last year. That show's weird, man. That guy's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. I was watching, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry today while I was working. Streak Buster for sure. Congrats, Dustin. Yeah, nice hit. Bucky Irving. Bucky Larson. David Lindhagen. Man, another heavy one maybe here. Maybe not. Okay, 191, Series 32. Oh gosh, and the Wonka is really quick here. Juke 'em, Jake. Jake, what's up, man? Don't worry, no Calvin Johnson's pull tonight. David Lindhagen will live in it for you. Greg says points. See, you're right on the same. You're probably not on the same pace as me. You probably waited until you saw that I skipped it and then helped me, but I just barely realized it too. Not much doing well. That's good, man. Thanks for saying hi. Dustin W points, 3 points. We'll do a recap of everything we pulled tonight. Date is 4/14. My brain is moving so slow. We're doing great, yeah. My family's just in Florida for 6 days. I picked them up last night. They're out doing who knows what tonight, getting Five Guys at 9:30 without me. Jeez Louise. Okay, box 191, Series 32, 0 Wonka. So Dustin, you are the only person that won Wonka points on night 1. The only one. Ooh, I like this style. I need to I need to stop saying that. I just need to get to the fact to where I just realize that I like almost every helmet. I really do like this style a lot, though. I need to rate like all 500 styles of helmets and see what my top 10 are. 3, 2, 1. But this throwback, or not throwback, this alternate is nice. The best part about this one is you got the garbage bag style bag on it. So we got a Colts alternate, and it was heavy, like I thought it was. It's an authentic 2022 or 2024 alternate here for the Colts. Who had Indy? Not claimed. That was a random going to David H. David H. 9 helmets, all different teams. I don't think that happened last series. That happens more often than you think it would. I'll be honest, I like it when they're all different. Yeah, you're right. Indy, Tampa, Chargers, Bears. How many AFC? How many NFC? AFC. 5 AFC, 4 NFC. Man, that's like right down the middle. Or did I do that wrong? Rams, Seahawks, Packers, Bears. Oh, this isn't mine. That's why. 5-4, 5 NFC. Anyways, David H., that's you. Congrats, man. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Survived night 1. There you go. You died to dodge 9 different teams, too. We got a Hall of Fame script on this one. Newly inducted. Last year, Hall of Fame 2024. I like this one. No, that's not Darius Leonard, although they all kind of, those guys sign alike. That is Dwight Freeney, the newly inducted Hall of Famer. Dwight Freeney, authentic alternate. These helmets are slick. I like them. I like the detail in this blue stripe, too. Like the ocean. Good night, Al. Thank you. Congrats, winners. Yeah, thanks, Les. All right, guys. You know me. I feel happy for those that hit. Sad for those that didn't hit. Congrats to everyone that hit some fun stuff. Let's do a quick recap. You guys did not hit. That was our first south of the night. And then we had another. Oh, no. We had back to 2 souths to end the night. So they didn't go 6-4-2-2. Third-party stuff tonight was great. We had Michael Strahan, Frank Gore on the minis. We had John Riggins on the amp, Jordan Addison on the Winter Warrior, and Justin Herbert on the throwback. All great stuff, third-party tonight. Bravo, third-party. Big Al stuff. We had Bucky Irving, Dwight Freeney on the authentic alternate, TJ Watt, Lunar, Isaac Bruce, Flash, Justin Herbert. I don't know if I said Herbert earlier on the throwback. I did. Justin Herbert Slate, Jared Allen, Amp, Antonio Freeman, Classic, Anthony Thomas on the slate. Big Al's jerseys were Salvador Perez, Marcus Aldridge, Jorge Posada, not any of the huge headliners. Hopefully Wednesday we'll hit some. And then other third-party stuff, Mark Messier started off with a bang there. Chevy Chase was fun, too. I don't think I'm missing anybody else, but that's some fun stuff. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see you Wednesday. I don't want to say Wednesday will be shorter, but it should be a little shorter, so don't hold me to it. And then I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I think I'm gone again, so I don't know when I'm leaving. I might be leaving on Friday. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either we're going to just do some winner's choice stuff and make it an easy weekend again, or I'll be home to do something quick. We'll figure it out. Easter weekend, we always go somewhere at the in-laws, and I think we're driving south again, so that's where we're at. Maybe I'll take a case and do it there like I did in previous years, too. There's a good chance I'll do that. Anyways, thanks, guys. Message me with questions. If anything's staying here today, please message me, and I'll put it in the corner. Appreciate you. Have a great night.